Hello and welcome to the first episode of Gamers Only, where I, Tristan, will review games that I play, be it new or old. I've always been a gamer ever since I was a kid, playing Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, and my childhood favourite, Kingdom Hearts. Whilst I don't play a lot of games now, I do play games now and then. So, the first game we'll review is Fahrenheit, or Indigo Prophecy as it's known in America, developed by Quantic Dream, a French developer who's well known of course for developing the PlayStation 3 exclusive Heavy Rain. This is a 2005 game and it's on the PlayStation 2, Xbox and also on the PC, which I played it on. It's also on the Xbox 360 as a downloadable game. The game starts in a New York diner where Lucas Kane in the restroom commits murder. He doesn't know why he does it, and it seemed he was possessed or something. You play as him when he comes to his senses and clean up all evidence that a murder took place. Now this is where the real kicker comes in. You can miss important things and still continue the story, but with consequences. So, for example, when I played, after I cleaned up everything in the restroom, I left in a hurry. Now after you left, you in fact play the two detectives, Carla Valenti and Tara Miles, who's doing the investigation of the murder that Lucas did. Once I came in, the waitress stated that she noticed one person left in a hurry and didn't pay as well, leaving all the stuff around. With that, the two detectives are closer and closer in finding who the killer is and where exactly is he. That sort of stuff has happened along the game, where you play as Lucas trying to figure out what happened to him, both so as Carla and Tyler trying to catch to Lucas. It's a unique concept, but where the story goes is very crazy and weird. Let's just say that one particular element of the Matrix is in this and has hilarious outcome. The game is divided into three sections: the adventure section, the dialogue section, and the quick time events. The adventure section is where you control the character and explore the areas, looking for clues, items, and also continuing the story. In these adventure sections, you will come across different characters, in which you go into a dialogue section. In the dialogue section, you have a limited time where you have a choice of questions you can answer, and also answer questions the characters has in a angry or manner tone. It's much like Mass Effect before Mass Effect ever came out. Ever so occasionally you will come across the QuickTime events. Now these QuickTime events are not the usual QuickTime events where you press a button that displays on the screen. Instead, the entire time on these events, there are two circular diagrams with coloured segments which represents on the console the two analog sticks, the PC, the WSAD keys, and the 8456 keys. Now this is where a big problem comes to the game. The QuickTime events are too long, like say 5 to 10 minutes. Now you may think that's not long, but when you consider, especially to the end, when you have to do it quickly, and if you miss, unlike Heavy Rain where you can still continue, you fail and you have to restart, it can be very frustrating. Another thing that is weak in the game is the character and the story. While some characters like Lucas and Carla are very interesting, there are others like Tyler. Now Tyler is stereotypical because he's an African American who loves the 70s with his funky clothes and also plays basketball. Also, did I mention he loves the 70s? Because seriously, every single time you play as him, there's that 70s cop music in the background. I'm not sure whether it's deliberate or not. He's still a very weak character. Also, the writing by the always pretentious David Cage is not that good. While there are some good writing in there, it's mostly very messy and all over the place. Since it is an 8-year-old game, don't expect excellent graphics. I will say to Quantic Dream, it certainly was very good for the time and still looks very pleasing to the eye, unlike some other games. Voice acting is good for what the characters and writings are. Also, particular attention to David Gasman, who not only voices Lucas Kane, but also Tile Miles, two very different characters and voices. Overall, what did I think of Harry Knight? Well, I do think it was a very ambitious game that has very interesting elements in gameplay and moments that truly shine. But the story and the writing's all over the place, and some of the characters that I don't particularly care about. So I'll give it a good 3 out of 5 stars. So, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Gamers Only, and catch you later.